No, that's cool. I haven't had the chance to stream for quite a while actually. So this is the first stream with quite a bit of break in between. Um, what are we doing here? We've got 5. Ah, these can start getting overcrowded because I put the incubators in here. What I should do is pop those up. No, you love the YouTube vids. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of new creators. Yeah, I did notice that. I don't know if I start getting in my recommended, but yeah, wrong button. Sorry. Um, yeah, quite a few people making videos and stuff. But it's cool. I mean, you can never have too much only content. Uh, Particularly educational stuff. I mean, it's good. It's a complicated game, and I think with the spaced out DLC release, that's brought some new players. I think there's a lot of new systems in it, so they definitely need explaining. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work making those videos. I'll tell you that much. They take a lot of time for the amount of content you get. But no, I really like making them. I think having a proper full tutorial series that covers everything, and I'm quite happy with the way I do it because I think they're concise and they're scripted, and they're yeah, they're like packed with information rather than being a bit talky and windy. And I cover a lot of stuff in a short period of time. So that's cool. But they're different styles. Oh, do we have thermium? We have thermium! Way! And it only took 333 circles, even though it should have been a lot quicker. But that's cool. We can now cap off that hydrogen vent. It's just idle. It's idle, not dormant. Playing the base game. Yeah, Himawari is also on the base game, which I will tell you. I think he's trying to get familiar with it before he hops over, but probably knocked his confidence with, with opening his mind to everything that was possible in Oni. Because I think he's a decent player. He's a decent player. He was doing pretty well, and then I showed him some cool stuff. I mean, there's loads to do in the base game. There's Spaced Out just adds a whole load more stuff. I keep forgetting about Catalina. Hopefully she hasn't been sitting there for too long. 1, 2, 3. Do that way. Just quickly double check the food. Loads of food. Oh, and if you want to be in the colony as well, I'm just naming dupes after anyone in chat. I mean, I'm gonna have more than enough dupes, so if you want to pick a dupe, you're more than welcome to. You can rename any of the stock ones after you. Yeah, take your pick. Cool. Right. This stuff is nutty. What, the the DLC or just me playing? Diggy McDigger. All right, Spiker. I'm more than happy that one's going to be you. Who I think who did I gave someone else a digging. Let me find a digger for you if I can get one. Was it Abe? I gave Abe the digging. There we go. I'll give you Abe Spiker as Diggy McDigger in your honour. So thanks for popping in. Guessing that's Boaty McBoatface inspired. You've got a cool steam vent and a saltwater vent really close to your start. Yeah, the seeds are kind of a bit random, aren't they? So you can kind of get anything. The infinite liquid storage is wonderful. Yeah, are you using I don't know if you're using the doors or the Escher waterfall or the dissimilar liquids. Dissimilar liquid is probably the easiest one. I've just opted for the Escher waterfall here. Why is this slowing down? I don't like that. Why is this broken? What's going on? This shouldn't have broken. And it's low priority. Okay, anyway, we'll fix that. You doing alright, Spike, yeah? Oh, long-term player. Right now, you're on the doors. Yeah, well, the doors one's just reliable, isn't it? The door compressor. You can use that for anything. You can just pop it down and it'll work. So, nice and simple. The extra waterfall is actually a little bit of a pain to set up. So, so let's check. That's germs. Mine is germs in it. Yeah, the zombie spores have decreased, which is good. The infinite storage tutorial bite definitely remains the most popular. Research. I keep forgetting what's going on. I'm doing one thing and then just completely forgetting what's going on with everything else. Oh, hold on a minute. This is just filling up with gas, even though I really have no need for this. Cool. Not the spill one. It's too complicated. The guys have been going for a bit now. Yeah. No, I mean, it's fine. I'm gonna say, that wasn't a tutorial bite. If you want to know how to set this up, I mean, because you can basically copy this, and then the key thing is just getting the gas in these two tiles. Oh, sorry, Darth. The Spiker already got Abe because he wanted dig a face. So that Abe's been renamed on cycle 678. No thermium yet. Yeah, no, I think because I got it cycle 300 and something, and I would have got it quicker if it hadn't been the bug. You can pick another one, Darth. I'll do that. Yeah, I think for most people, cycle 300 for thermium's pretty quick, especially in the spaced out DLC. In the base game, you can actually get it a little bit quicker. I would suggest. I think thermium's easier to get in the base game than in the DLC. But yeah, I mean, I think for most people, this is quick. I'm just saying, for me, I probably could have done it quicker if I had some better luck with the mess. If you want to see the mess that happened on the Magma Planetoid, check out the VODs. They're all on YouTube. I think episodes 16, 17, 18, something like that. I had an absolute nightmare trying to get the niobium back because my oxalite disappeared. And then I sent some more, and then that melted in the magma. And then I brought all the niobium back, and the niobium disappeared. I was like, no! So I've been fighting this game, unfortunately. We're getting there now, so I've got enough thermium. I don't desperately need it. We will need it for the aqua tuners, so when we start setting up our gas boilers, we'll definitely need the thermium. For now, I think the focus is just on relocating the base area so we can expand, and also the food production, which is going to come out of these slicksters. So, how many have we got here? So 7 critters. I assume that's including the... Yeah, including the eggs. So yeah, I'm just trying to expand the slickster population. Fill this industrial brick with a bit of a waterfall here. It's not good. We should do that. Fill this with slicksters and then carbon dioxide, and then we'll make... This should make at least 40 to 50,000 kilocalories of barbecue per cycle, which means we're probably going to have to up the amount of grills and cooks we've got. But yeah, the food situation is the one that's preventing me from taking lots of dupes right now. Once I stabilise that, we can take on another 30 to 40 dupes, and then we can really, strip mine everything, build everything, actually get progressing, because it's been pretty slow. For my liking, it's been a bit slow. Although I think, particularly compared to some streamers, it's probably quite quick. But yeah, definitely we need more people. People are the issue. Okay, so we only got. Okay, just need to not forget about Evitus in this. Yeah, so just finish the research. See how the DLC refreshes the game. People have been playing for a while. Yeah, it's I think right now the DLC adds. I see it as just an adding content, really. I don't think it takes anything away. It's kind of, it's just better. But yeah, the rocket stuff's really cool. I mean, it's seeing the other planetoids and things. It's a new set of challenges, and the radiation stuff. Right. So, still can't take people, fortunately. I wish I could. But yeah, we've got a lot of building to do. They would stop. Yeah, I really wish they'd stop breaking all the mods. It's really annoying. I was desperately trying earlier to see if they'd fixed any, but they haven't. But it's not impacting me too much. I've still got my main mods, so I think if I lost pliers... Yeah, I use quite a few mods. Obviously I got the bigger camera zoom out, build over plants. I had the better info cards and suppress notifications. Remember what else? Blueprints, snipping. Yeah. I've got a tutorial on that, where I explained all of the mods that I use. Well, it was before before they all broke anyway. I could probably stick a link for that in the chat if you want to take a look. That's the tutorial on mods. So I went through literally all of the ones that I was using, I want to use, and explain them all as well. So if you're not familiar with some of them, I kind of did a quick demo on each, but that also serves as my full mod list. So it's mainly just quality of life mods. It's anything that makes things easier to use. That's generally the philosophy. I haven't been adding assets. I think some of those are game breaking. Any mods for no drop recommendation? When you say no drop, you mean when they're walking around with resources and they get cancelled mid-task and then stop dropping stuff? To be honest, no. I mean, if the mods have been broken because of updates, then there's usually not a lot you can do, because the problem is that there's kind of one of each mod. People don't make duplicate mods because it's a bit pointless. So when the mod breaks, you kind of just have to wait for the author to fix it. As much as that sucks. So sorry, I don't have any specific advice that can help with that. I'm in a bit of the same situation with having to wait, because I really want some of my mods back. Yeah, okay, so the polluted oxygen is getting really thin now, and this is all filling up with carbon dioxide. Because obviously we're still making way more than we're... we're still making more carbon dioxide than we're eating, but these aren't even running full tilt. I mean, obviously you can run 5 petroleum generators off one petroleum line. I've got 5 lines, so I could run loads if I wanted, but I've got no need. So dealing with the carbon dioxide is often the issue with the generators and the water, I suppose. But I'll demonstrate that here. Tutorial on industrial bricks is planned, but that's going to come after some of the power stuff. So there's quite a lot to cover. Okay. I'll just check on Catalina. Keep forgetting she's out here. Can I go one more? So, I think I can go one more. Let's be a bit cheeky. Hopefully I don't get stuck in space. Kind of mid-max. We should also have more wolframite. Right, so... we've got 7 tons. So I can just stick a load in here and we'll just make a load more thermium. We're going to need thermium and steel. Lots of it. For the industrial bricks. So all this stuff in here, because it's meant to be over 200 or 1 or 200, needs to be steel or thermium. And I'm going to build hundreds of natural gas generators. I'm going to need that. Even better if they drop it in a pool of polluted water. Yeah, yeah. But then I use the sweeping fairly minimally. I think. I mean, I'd stick a sweep command over everything, and then use the dispensers. Mop that out. I mean, as you can tell, sweeping is definitely not my first priority. There's stuff everywhere, and they get stuck in a loop of yeah. They can do that. It's in a difficult place. Cool. I think I might just vent this carbon dioxide for now because it's going to be the easy way to do it. So we got one critter there, 7 in there, which is we got 1 in there. Cool. Particularly once these grow up, I mean, we'll start putting out loads more eggs. If you don't sweep it around at 50, you got an FPS issue. Yeah, someone was telling me earlier on someone commented on the strip mining video that they said the strip mining hurts their FPS, which I thought was interesting. I think, fortunately, I've got quite a good PC, particularly the CPU. I mean, my PC is a little bit old now. It's just over 3 years, which for computers getting on. But I've got an i5 8600K, which is overclocked to just under 5 gigahertz. So it's the gigahertz or megahertz. I can't remember. Use a single tile. Yeah, using the single tile storage might help. So that's just literally this kind of thing where if you put two or even more dispensers on, and if you set sweep only, anything you sweep just ends up in a massive pile, and then it simplifies the heat transfer mechanics because everything's in one place. In theory. So we're slowly running out of food, which is a bit concerning. We done here? Yeah. Cool, let's get Catalina back. So there's another salty one there, which is really what I'm looking for. So I've only got about a third of the map to go, maybe slightly less, which is cool. Third world problems. Yeah, I know some people, yes, it's just not possible, is it? Some situations, but particularly with the PC prices. Just when GPU prices went crazy, didn't they? They're still high. Probably going to remain high. Right, now I need to work out what's going on with this, so should we just bump that? And then what I can do is actually start trying to turn this into a base. Now, power wiring is going to be interesting. What I should set up as well as spawns. Did I say 1 down here or 2? I can't remember. Far right. 3 by H, 214. Okay. I've said 3 for some reason. I've said 3. So if I do 1, 2, 3. Now what I said is I should get this as low as possible, didn't I? Now I need to have a think here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is this one. 1, 2, 3 here. So there's definitely going to be something in here. The question's the height. So if we do we just do a single-sided heat exchanger cooling, which is this. Here's the one I prepared earlier. Although I don't actually want to build it. Can that, and that, and that. Why did I think this was going to be so wide? 20, 12. Does need to be... Hmm. I need food cooling in here too. I haven't really thought about the food solution. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm just I'm in my Excel document having a think. Incubators in the critter environment. Spawn. The pipes aren't that bad. The Half Rodriguez, yeah. I've got two built up here. I mean, the pipes aren't too bad. They're just, you know, two oxygen out, two oxygen out, and then a hydrogen out. Yeah, there's a lot of layers, but if you just, it's so easy to build this. I did cover it in the tutorial bite as well. But actually in that video, there's quite a useful reference diagram, or kind of one-page image you can take if you just want to copy, which has got all the different overlays on. So it might be useful as a reference guide. I'm just trying to think what I'm doing here, because I want... I think if I have an inner loop and an outer loop and then jump over with bridges, but then that's going to... So if I loop that, and then I have loop, 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 then what I'd probably have to do is put a second insulation layer just to stop the bridge. Bridges? Bridges are 3, aren't they? It's probably as if I bridge over like that, then it'll transfer heat between the hot and the cold area. Unless I just bridge over that, and yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Keep it small. And then we may as well square it off, or rectangle it off, as it were. So we'll do that. And then, so we'll put the aquatuner in there, steam turbine on top. Yeah, so the steam turbine, I'll just plop one in just for the height's sake, and then I put that in, and then 48 dupes was full Rodriguez is 30. 1.5 is going to be 45. I'll just go with 2 full Rodriguez's, do I? I should have that on a blueprint somewhere. That's a full... Have I got enough space for this? That's the question. Now you see, this is the problem, because this is too tall. Or too wide, depending on how you look at it. Yeah. So the question is, can I put another one of those in and just get away with it? And the answer is, that's 1 too high. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's base level. So I'm 1 too high. So, but what I could do, I think, is... if I offset the steam turbine to the maximum, I might be able to sneak in... No, I need to get into the side here, don't I? I've got too much. The neutronium's too tight. So I'm too tall here by 1. Is that going to be an issue? I could just offset it. It would just be what would be 8 taller, or yeah. I'll just offset it. That's fine. Okay. Plan A. We'll go to Plan A. So let's do that. Let's do that. I've got enough aluminium for this. I don't have enough metal ore. Destroy all of this nonsense. Cancel that. Cancel that. What is this? That's gold. Cancel that. Is that gold as well? Building. This is the problem. I took this blueprint out of gold. I'll probably use the snapshot one next time. Oh no, and there's an oil reservoir here. Okay, but we can get around that. Tell you what. Oh, and that. No. It's alright, wrong overlay. An automation. Also, can that? I mean, that's seems unnecessary to go that way. We might go that way anyway. Yeah, the blueprints are super cool, and you can take snapshots too, so you don't even have to save them. Okay, so we'll go with this. I'll stick the other one above here. Or, No, hold on. We got to do this better. We got to do this better. We'll use this more space efficiently. Okay. So what I should do is nab a left side I want. I just use a snapshot like this, and it's so good. Like that. Does that work? Hold on. Utilities, oil well. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Cool. So we'll do that. That's going to screw up my transit tube, though. I'll move this over one. Must be a way to do this better. Or I go for a right. Let's go for a right. Come. Pop that on. Let's go for a right exit one. Do I have a right exit one? I thought I did. No. I don't have a right exit one. I just swapped the stuff over. Okay. We'll have to design a little right exit one. That's fine. We can do that. So if I do that, and I do that and that. And then... Can I just take this? Maybe I can take this. I really want to swap it. There's no rotate. Try my luck on that one. Let me just tuck it here, and then I can reverse engineer it. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Gap. Is that 3? No. Is this higher? 1, 2, 3. Gap. 6. 6. Yeah. Sorry. So that's that. And then 2, 3, 4. And then do that. And then bottle emptier. That. Cool. And then... Okay, so now this is a right access there, and then I can keep my... transit tube in one piece. Sorry. Eye looks wonderful. I don't know, never worry. How do you look? Yeah, no, the blueprint spot's pretty cool. Very useful. Saves a lot of time. Right, okay, but we've finished digging this out now, so what I can also do is work out the room layout for this. So I'm going to go with my standard room layout, which is tiles in like this, 2, 3, 4. So that's 16. All goes here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me just draw that in. These tiles, they do have a decor bonus, don't they? So it's probably, I should make them out of granite. I mean, really, I should probably make these out of gold amalgam, but yeah, that's going to be expensive. Just doing stuff on my phone. Apologies for 15. Right. So that's a room there, isn't it? Of 16. And then that's a room there. And then this is going to be the suit area. So what will happen is I'll have a natural tile on here. I'll have a ladder. Will the ladders have a decor? Yeah, I do have a negative decor, so technically I should... It's not going to make any odds in the end, is it? I'm going to flood this with decor. We'll put plants on here to make it nature reserve. we'll put a ladder down here, right through everything, which is good. And we'll put a pole using so much metal ore. This is nuts. Oh dear. Put the pole there. We can delete this one though, so that's going to help. Here, so a plant will go here. Do that. And then then this should be 9. Yep, perfect. See, I can count. If you needed proof, I could count. You have it. So, how are we going to space the airflow tiles? That's the question. So maybe do we go one here, one here? That looks sensible. Does indeed look sensible. We can fill this off. And then we will have to fill this in. Yep. Cool. And then I should be able to do. Then I can just use my snapshot tool, which is awesome. Oh, except I can't because there's ladders in the way. Oh, god damn it. And I've done that offset by 1, which is, oh, making a real mess of that. Well, okay, we'll have to have a bit more care, but that's fine. All printables, take the metal ore. Just check on the slicksters, how we coming along. So I like using the room overlay because it tells you so two critters there, 1 critter there, still 7 in here. And these are 4, 1. So yeah, I think we're just growing the population, exploring the space. We're making thermium. We've got loads of thermium. And it's overheated. Incubator's overheated? Oh, because they're aluminium. Whoops. Whoopsie. Should have made them out of steel. I think I was being a bit cheap. Yep, we're building the base. I tell you what, I'm just going to... Because I can't build over the ladders, I think just have to... So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is going to be a lot of clicking. 2, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Apologies if this is a bit tedious. It's tedious for my right hand as well. There's a 1 missing there. And just hoping I don't run out of. I should have paused really, but. That place. Alright, just planning this out. Not there. And I'll need to work out what to do with this power wire because it is all kinds of in the wrong place. Whoop. I should be using shift. Don't know why I'm not holding down shift. 2, 2, and 2. Nope, and that. God, it's going to be a lot of just plopping stuff down. So use copper. Copper has a take-up bonus. Yeah, copper's got a take-up bonus. We'll use that. And we'll put another door here. Right. So power-wise... Well, I think we need to move the SPOM, and then what else have we got left here? The research terminal, we can just pull a off a transformer. The SPOMs will move. The metal refinery is in the way, but it's quite far down, so I might get away with that. Yeah, so I think that's probably going to be the plan. So we'll relocate the SPOMs. So we got this built. I wanted to go. Do I want to go over it or under it? Probably over it, I think. So let's play around the blueprints again. So we've got the 1, 2. So we've got that here. Let's take out. So plumbing, ventilation, automation. Can those atmos? I think we will leave the joint plate in this side because it's definitely going to be neater. I say definitely. How much room I've got? We can always swap that around. So we'll put one in there. How is this going to be accessible? I'm going to need to ladder this down, aren't I? So if I stick a ladder down here, so we get that one sorted. Okay. So there's a lot of planning and building going on. A lot of planning and building. I think I lost my my wallpaper mod too. It disappeared. Have a look for that. Cool. So we're just going on with space. Food is slowly dropping, which is always worrying. I do have some food up here. These shovels may well end up as food. Can I? So I can't reach that by itself. So we'll just dig like that. And we can just do that. And then, yeah, so the polluted oxygen layer here is pretty much just all been vented to space. It's literally all disappeared. And then we'll work out what we're doing. Can we prioritise this? I'm unhappy with this. The steam is being caught in a waterfall entirely unintentionally. But I want it flowing to the top. Everything's getting quite hot. Ah, my incubators. I swear this is my problem. I'm doing a million things at once and I'm not. I keep losing track of what am I doing. You lurking him, alright? Alright, thanks for popping in. By all means. Power. I should also can the power too, because I was using. You see, there's a vacuum seal here at the top. I don't know if I can be bothered to put one in the bottom. Okay. Then we've got 3 lava eggs. We should definitely be incubating. This is a mod or add-on. These people good too. It'll work. So be on and off chat. All right. Yeah. No worries. Appreciate you being in. And enjoy work as much as one can. Definitely like to be in only streams when I can. When I'm at work too. Okay. Right, so I'm just working out my plans. I may have to back off the stream shortly, and maybe changing my schedule a little bit to say we're going 3 and a bit hours, and we've made some really good progress today. This has been mostly just fixing the mistakes that we were doing last time. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely the digging pattern to get this all dug out. this should all be diggable from ground level. Cool. So yeah, I've got a little like chimney to this, just venting out the gas still, and now it's really open. So cool. Kathleen's back, and we've cleared this all out. So there's a little bit of building to do. And we'll start getting the base in. God, there is so much to do here. This is going to be nuts. So the power wire, I think what we'll do is pull. So we'll move this line over here. Just wondering actually if I think building this out of lead is going to be the easier way. Also, I don't have a... So we'll do that out of lead, and then put in a bridge here. Okay, and then we'll bring the heavy watt across. In fact, I think what we should do is just swap to heavy watt conductive and just use lead. Because actually we've got way more of this than we do of the metal ore. So we'll do that. That's off of a transformer. We're going to have to rework the whole electrical grid. To be honest, I don't have a full plan for that. So that's going to be a bit tricky one. Because we need to get rid of this power line that's going through the middle of the base. So the key, if we get this bomb up, we can take out... In fact, we can probably take out this bomb and that bomb, because those two half Rodriguez's we'll cover with a full. And then these need to go, so we'll take out them. We will need some batteries somewhere. So we've only got one here, we're pretty low on batteries. We'll say glass. So food's going down, slowly going down. So yeah, that's the plan. So we'll relocate this bomb, then we can relocate the power line. Then we can close in this base properly. What we should do is have mechanized airlocks, I suppose. They do have decor, so... and then we can also start filling these up, can't we? So cots, they have no decor, so I don't care. So this is going to be the simplest one. Oh, no, not that. Let's see. That. Oh, no, that's correct. That's correct. So we have 3 full barracks, and then we're going to do... Just keep it running, we've got enough to build. 5 lavatories, they do have decor, but should we do copper? 4 and then 4 sinks. I think if I just move everyone up here, we'll be fine. In fact, yeah, in fact, this ladder can come out because it is not necessary, and this pole can come out because we've got one at least over here. And then this is going to form... In fact, I should probably can this. This is going to form one module. So it's 5 floors, 48 tubes. So I'll have... Oh no, I've miscalculated. It needs to be 6. It needs to be 6. I'm going mad. I swear I'm going mad. It definitely needs to be 6. So, that's fine. But I need to make this bigger. 6 floors, 48 tubes. That's because I'm quite going to need that for the suits. So this should give us enough room. Well, this should give us more than enough room. I'm just thinking because I've got 8. I have 8 suit docks per level, which means I need 6 levels for 48 tubes. So this is going to be a module. I just hope this is high enough. If it's not, I might have to do some kind of offset idea to get around this oil reservoir. It'll be a bit messy, but it'll work. So we'll start here and go down, and then it'll come to life. But yeah, hopefully this is starting to show the scale of what I'm trying to do here. And it's big. It is huge. I should keep the Virgo going. Pickled meal have I got? Let's probably do a little bit more pickled meal. Let's send that there. Oh, that's going to be a one-way trip and back in it. That sucks. Let's do another 10 of those. Oh, but I'm really... No, hold on. Let's do fewer of those, and I am worried about food now. I mean, I can kill shovelfuls and just get a load of barbecue. That's no problem. We've always got the old mush bars, good old mush bars. So really, the key is getting this bit up and running, isn't it? See, we're making loads and loads of thermium. We've got 5 tons of thermium already. Why has this got no power? On here. Entombed? Oh god. Is that... Ah, right. How do you get in? Oops. Okay, well we'll have that meat. We'll dig that out and then we'll get the power back for the incubators. Cool. Let's cancel that, so we just got access. So we can get on this build. Right. Okay. Cool. So, coming up on 3.5 hours. I think I'm going to have to call it fairly soon, so just wondering if I finish on this cycle or the next one. But I'm gonna wrap up pretty soon. So yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll do one more cycle here, and we'll just roll it on, and then I'll also at this point just do a quick wrap up of the stuff I've done, because I always like to do that at the end of a stream, and then that also makes the end of the YouTube VOD as well. If you're watching YouTube, who's on reachable food? Himawari, you're unreachable. What happened? We've left a gap. Trap. Yeah. But I mean, hopefully sorry. words. Hopefully the progress should be quite obvious, because I mean we've done a lot here. We've explored a whole load. In fact, I can send Catalina off. We managed to get the niobium, so I've now got 5 tons of thermium, which is good. We've continued making steel, I think, a bit. The industrial brick is now up and running, and the slickster population is increasing. Made that bigger and pulled that steam vent in. Is this actually... This is not making any steam, is it? I don't think. It's over pressure. Should be over pressure. Yeah, we got the... We've slowly built up more petroleum. I've remodeled the base, essentially. So this is the new base. Moved everything over. What else have we done? We've strip mined out all of this. We've got some geysers down there we haven't used. Yeah, I think we've dug up some of the space biome too. There's been a whole load of progress, really. So in terms of where we go from here, we need to... Well, we obviously need to complete this. Then what we'll do is we'll move out of this this tiny base down here, and we'll move into this new base up here. So we'll work on the spom for the oxygen, and we'll add the cooling, or add a second spom here, cooling, and that will form everything I need to keep this module alive. Then, the food should come from this. So fairly shortly on the next stream, I'll definitely up the dupe numbers, because we'll be able to with the food we've got. Yeah, then we can from there keep building. So, you know, we need to get the sour gas boilers in, I think, after that. So once we're at 48 dupes, we've got this base set up, this area all full of meat and stuff. And we'll sort some cooling on that too. Yeah, so we're now starting to use carbon dioxide. So once we've got the slicksters all sorted, then the attention is going to be digging the left side of the map and vacuuming all of this out to space. Then we can probably start installing our first sour gas boiler and natural gas generator area, our hot brick. So we'll start putting those in, and then from there it should just be a copy paste, a very big copy paste down the entire height of the map. We also need to focus on some drilling, so space POIs for drilling is going to be a key one to do as well. So lots to do. This base is probably going to run at least 2,000 cycles, I suspect. So there's loads of there's going to be lots of time. We'll sort all this out. But as we tick around to cycle 345, I'm going to call it there. So just let it roll on, let it save. But there you go. I always like to do an initial save over the normal save. Okay, do a normal save. But yeah, so the guys on YouTube, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.